Guys, this is a power supply that RC did for me here. Big purple power supply, if you will. It's got some big lugs in the back. I've got my cables jumped off of it right now. And it's got a switch on the front, turn the fans on and off. And it's got a breaker in the back to turn the entire supply on and off. So what this one's using is a 6 of those HP modules that everybody's kind of wild about right now. It's got 6 of them in it. It's a pretty tight squeeze in here. To do it over, may have went with a bigger cabinet, but it works out well for me because it doesn't take up a lot of desk room. And I'm out here setting up the new high power test table, and I'm definitely gonna go with a different table. This thing sits way too low to the ground, so I may go get like a workbench or something to put this stuff on, something that sits up higher. But there's the big monster dummy load sitting over there, and the 600 amp supply. Now he tested it here. He's got a 600 or 700 amp load tester, and it dropped down like to 14.7, maybe 14.6 with 700 amps of load on it. I'm just going to test it with my 500 amp, and I don't even think it'll go all the way up to 500. If it does, it'll be very fast, and it'll start overheating. You guys might hear my smoke detector going off out here. I got to change the battery in it, but it'll start overheating pretty quick. You know, at that kind of current going to it. You can see there, 15 volts is what it's running. Should comfortably be able to test 24 pill, 32 pill, stuff like that. I don't think it'll be any problem. Now, one thing I'll tell you guys, when you're using these load testers, they will sometimes make a power supply drop in voltage where an amp won't. I guess it's because the raw, just dead load that these load testers put on something. And even if you're audioing into an amp, it's going to, the amount of current that it draws is going to fluctuate. Whereas with this thing, it's just a dead amount of current draw. So a lot of times you'll see a power supply drop in voltage. 500 amps on a load tester is not the same as 500 amps with an amplifier, if that makes sense. You would think so. In theory, it should be. But I've seen amplifiers draw 500 amp, or let's say 100 amp, 150 amp power supply. I saw a load tester at 100 amps make these things drop down, whereas an amplifier at 100 amps, they won't budge at all. So just keep that in mind. Again, this thing's not for sale. This isn't a for sale demo video. It could be bought. I mean, I would sell it if somebody really, really wanted it. But it's not for sale. I'll put it that way. Somebody asked me the price on it the other day, and I shot them a number and didn't hear anything back. So the price on it is I don't really want to sell it price, but it could be bought. So let's see, turn it off there. That just turns the fans off. Lights and everything stay on with the breaker in the back. But we'll crank it up here real fast, and I'll have to do this pretty quick because she'll start hollering and screaming. This thing will. There's right about 450 and 14.9. So there you go. I'm gonna cook my load tester. But just dropped down to 14.9, so really, really good. That's basically nothing, from 15.1 to 14.9, and this thing will overheat pretty quick. So just want to show you guys that. Figured I'd do a little demo video on it there. And all right, everybody, let me know what you think. Rooster in Tennessee. Again, this was one that RC did. Going to start having some power supplies that he's done. I'm going to continue to get the Fat Boy supplies and some of Carl's supplies. I'm not going to cut those guys out just because RC is doing some. I like to carry a variety of stuff, and it's easier to maintain inventory if you have several different people doing stuff. So I'll continue to get some supplies off Carl, get some off of Fat Boy, of course, and then I'll have some that RC's done as well. Let me know what you guys think. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. Big purple power supply done by Mr. RC. Catch you guys out there. Rooster in 10. See you, bye.